All right, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Here to Speak podcast. Welcome back to the Here to Speak podcast. I'm Quan Scott here with Dom Double D
sir.
Dickey as always.
Sir.
It's been a lengthy week, man. What's been going on with you?
Yeah, it's working.
Working?
Moving.
You moving?
Yeah.
Moving.
I wish there was a moving on up to the, but no.
No, we'll get that later.
But no, it's a lot going on at once, but it's going.
Going?
It's going. Strong.
That's what's up, man. Well, congratulations on you moving. That's pretty major. Are you excited to move?
Yeah. Very, very. But
Really?
Yeah.
Man, I hate moving. Fuck that.
That's the part that obviously anybody would hate. I mean, finding shit that I never knew existed.
Mm-hmm. Like what?
I'm talking about like I thought was like long gone, but still have
like shit you
ciphering,
lost.
ciphering through all that stuff
Okay.
and like it's
Underwear or something.
yeah, the holy joints.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, it's just it's a process. But I'm just excited to finally get settled now. But that's gonna be, when it happens, because I guess we got some furniture or whatever, but due to COVID, they saying it's like 4 to 16 weeks before anything.
4 to 16 weeks.
4 to 16. I'm hoping they just overshot it. Be like, hey,
That was insane.
it may be here in a couple weeks, but just in case,
What type of range is 4 to 16?
But it's just like everything, like anywhere, like no matter where you get like furniture from, it's like backlog because like the COVID like just messed up the whole supply chain and everything.
Okay.
And so I was just I was going back and forth. All right, well, we got the furniture here. We can just take it over. But I'm like, all right, new spot. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Nah. Now I'm just thinking like we're gonna be trapping for like a few months.
We'll get them fold out
But no.
chairs.
Exactly. We're gonna take it back to the slums and be cool with it. But it's definitely exciting.
That's sweet. That's what's up, man.
But what is going on in the life of Quan? I just feel like every week we come in here, you ask how everybody's doing, but you never really get into how Quan's doing.
I mean, I'm just working, bro.
Nah,
Like,
no.
literally, that's
Get
my
it.
life. Like work, home, like working.
Your well-being's all right.
Working.
I feel like it was at one point, it was like you were saying maybe a day or two away before I just snap on somebody.
Never. I'm never close to that. Like I am unshakable. Like I don't get flustered. I'm cool. I'm just even killed.
Well, I'm just being
all
the
time.
friend that I am, just checking up on my brother.
I appreciate it, man, but like I'm just
'Cause you don't text
even
back.
killed, bro. I do text back, but
text back.
once I feel the conversation's dead, I just leave it be. I don't want to. You ever
I
heard
ain't
the
saying
phrase
that,
"beat a dead cat"? I think that's how it goes. I don't want to do that.
I'm never the type to carry on a conversation if it's not going anywhere either. But sometimes I be like, yo, you good? Yeah. All right. Okay.
Exactly how I feel.
I'm like, all right, that's not really saying me. Like,
I
genuinely
when I
checking.
answered the question, I was like, "Oh yeah."
But sometimes, all right, from my end, I'm like, okay, like, is that like, yeah, like, I'm good, or
Keep digging.
yeah, you know what I mean? So like, I don't know. So that's why I don't say
it's
nothing
never-
back because like I don't know how to read that.
Nah, it's never that.
Alright.
Like it's always like a. Yeah, I'm good.
I didn't mean put you on the spot, but I'm just checking.
Nah, it's cool, bro. It's not-
Now you know how I feel when I'm coming from. Like, yo, like sometimes when I call you after you text me, I'm like, yo, you sure you good? That's where that's coming from. 'Cause sometimes I
okay.
just feel like a
I
little
get
bit
it.
more.
I mean, I appreciate it, but like I'm always like
all right,
I
even
don't
kill.
know. I haven't. I don't even remember the last time I was flustered or like worried about anything.
I do.
Maybe that's like a bad what
Never mind, go ahead.
about me?
Somebody had you shook, but I ain't gonna get into it.
Who? What? Go ahead.
Go ahead, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Don't just say that.
Brother, go ahead, brother.
We don't hide in here. Go ahead. what are you talking about?
That means I'm off it. Go ahead.
All right, whatever. I'm curious now. But question, man, are you still nervous about the video? Yeah, like are you like
Right
at
now?
all? Like just in general, since we've been doing this, since we've been
So we did 2 other pods. Now you just now asking me if I'm.
say
Do I seem nervous?
third time's charm.
Do I seem nervous?
I don't think so, but I'm just asking.
No, I'm cool.
That's all I'm doing.
Are you good?
Always.
That's a random question.
No such thing.
All right. So where we going with it, man?
Oh, I think this is interesting. NBA All-Star Weekend. I know we talked about it a little bit last episode, how it wasn't a good idea, how it was just blatant disregard for everything that's going on with COVID. Now being a week or so past it, what do you think? One from like the NBA, what we got from that, and then 2 from just, it was in Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
Just all the shenanigans going on around the NBA All Star?
Well, the actual like event itself, I guess starting with like all the other events before like the game and whatnot, I thought it was cool. I mean, it was good just to see that still. 3-point contest was probably the highlight of the whole thing.
Yeah.
The game itself was cool. I mean, shit. I mean, it's a typical All-Star game.
Yeah.
I mean, it was dope to see Dame and Steph do what they do and just being the best shooters ever shoot a basketball. I mean, dunk contest is probably the worst dunk contest I've ever seen in my life.
That shit sucked.
It was awful. It was pretty awful. But I will say though, I forget what's his name, Clay or something like that.
Thompson?
No, what's the dude that in dunk contest from the Pacers?
I don't know. The dude who plays for the Mad Ants? I don't know his name.
Well, that guy. I mean, he did a pretty impressive dunk like the first time around.
Did he?
I thought it was. I mean, shoot, first dunk. But like, I did have a problem with like that being scored what it was because like I think like some of the judges, besides like the obvious like Dr. J or Dominique Wilkins, other judges probably couldn't like, pull that dunk off like in the prime of their lives.
Okay.
I mean, they gave it like a 7 or 8 or something like that. I had a problem with that, but other than that, it was just okay. I can see like why y'all or why anybody wouldn't be excited for what they saw, but I think they should just do it with the dunk contest altogether, unless they got like somebody doing it, like Zion or Ja Morant. Like,
that's it.
If not, then just do like a one-on-one thing. That's what I think they should do, but they would never do that because
one-on-one tournament type of thing. Or
what
just
is
like
it,
a
tournament?
one-on-one dunk.
No, like just one-on-one like
Okay.
basketball, like straight up, like.
That'd be interesting.
I think that would be the right way to go.
Yeah,
Unless,
I
like I
think
said, you
that'd be
got
more
like
entertaining.
them dudes like who know put on a good show. Like,
Yeah.
Contest. But other than that, if you don't got that, you'd be better off just doing like a one-on-one mini tournament or something like that.
This was by far the like most no-name dunk contest I
had
can
no
think
idea
of
who any of those people were.
since I've become like aware as a human being. Like I did not know who was single other than the dude from the Knicks, just because he was a high OG something, just because he was a high draft pick. And
Pretty
he's
sure
actually,
his name was Obi Toppin.
is it? I thought it was
This man said OG something.
That's
it's
how
Obi.
little
Yeah,
I know.
yeah,
And what's the funny? Obi Toppin? But yeah. Yeah, in my memory, man, it was like the most no-name dunk contest I've ever seen. Nothing wowed me at all. This was the first time in probably 10 years or so that I just didn't watch a single All-Star event. And they were literally all on the same night.
Yeah.
So it was
You could have caught a glimpse of something. Yeah.
It was nothing, man. The highlights I saw from the game, Team LeBron smacked Team KD. I'm happy about that.
It really wasn't fair.
It wasn't, but I don't like KD, so whatever. The 3-point shooting contest, like you said, that was dope. Steph's always fun to watch. But yeah, dunk contests, they can either do away with it or start forcing people to do it or do some real incentive for people to get into it. Because if not, yeah, it's just a waste of everybody's time. The one-on-one thing could be dope. Even 2-on-2, like I'd be there for that. Like we saw, I mean, this not going to happen, but we saw people debating, I think LeBron and KD versus Magic and Bird, which I think is us. I'm like, people were forcing it. Like, oh, you didn't see Bird and Magic play. I'm like, I've seen highlights. The guy who can only dribble one with his right hand, like, all right, yeah, he's gonna beat KD and
playing against the postman.
Yeah, I was like, all right, whatever. But yeah, that would be interesting. But other than that, man, it
was something to pass the time.
Yeah, for real.
I wasn't bored, but I wasn't the most of it either. But like you said, they do got to make some changes, just like to do something different. If it don't work, okay, this formula will at least entertain people.
Yeah,
but I think
it's so bad. We didn't even say anything about the skill competition. I forgot that even happened.
Sabonis.
Who?
I don't know, but he won. he won.
Yeah, they can do away with that shit too. It's just
nobody.
You can dribble the ball and pass.
They don't even take it serious. Like they jog
NBA
through
player.
it. They don't try to win it, and by chance, if they do win it, it's okay.
It's like,
yeah.
You get a trophy for that. How stupid is that? For being able to dribble.
It's pointless. I mean, I would expect you to be able to do all those things.
Yeah.
By God, you're in the NBA.
Exactly.
You're not. But I guess with any All-Star weekend, it's not just so the NBA events itself is the shenanigans, like you said, that's around the weekend. I don't know if you heard, but there's been numerous reports and stories of people being stranded.
This I did not hear about. brought this.
So one particular story, shorty had $400 to her name. Right? She said, you know what? I'm gonna live life. I'm gonna go down to ATL All-Star Weekend and enjoy myself.
Find me a high roller.
Find me a high roller. My life is just gonna take off. Didn't happen. With that $400, she got there, but shorty couldn't find a way back. So she starts a GoFundMe saying, I'm stranded. I only have $400 to my name. I thought my unemployment was going to kick in, but they baited on me. So now I'm stuck here in Atlanta. Please help me get back to my daughter.
The daughter thing just takes it up. And where is she from?
Don't know.
So, cause I feel like I saw a picture or something of this girl asking about the GoFundMe thing, but I thought it was fake.
Keep in mind, because it very well be fake. She probably was in the comfort of her home saying that.
Okay, I really hope.
But for the sake of having fun, say she's actually is like stranded.
Okay.
Priorities, people.
Priorities, man. Why? I don't think you can do anything for Atlanta with just $400, especially on All-Star Week. Well, you can do. I mean, yeah, you can do. You can do stuff, I guess. Yeah, stay in a travel lodge or something. I don't know, man. Like, what's this? Sounds bad, but you gotta be trash to just to go down there and like nobody's willing to take care of you. Like, and you seem to be just throwing yourself out. Like, no one's willing to. Oh yeah, come with us. Like, nah, you stay over there. Like you.
Dominique, I'm finding my way back.
Oh, I'm gonna make it back. I guarantee I would have got back. Like, I can go down to $200. I'm gonna get back. Somebody gonna flew me in and out. So I don't know what her malfunction is, but
I just gotta.
If she's really stranded, I don't feel sorry for her at all.
I don't.
I feel sorry for her daughter to have such an incompetent parent.
Yeah,
but,
obviously that goes without being said.
Yeah, but I don't know. People are fucking funny, man.
Priorities, man. It's just like, all right, because I'm pretty sure. I mean, we all been there. You just want to enjoy life. Sometimes you don't have the means to do so, but hey, you just gotta just wing it. Whatever happens, happens. You know. But I never went anywhere personally without having to wait back. That's like the first step. Okay, if I was to go somewhere, yeah, I may not have like the means like to live. Yeah, I may be able to enjoy myself, but the most important thing is, okay, if I do this, I gotta have a way back home. But like you said, just to leave your daughter at home,
right?
And you don't even have a way back to her, all because, like you said, you want to be a hootie patootie All-Star Weekend.
How old are you?
And enjoy yourself. Nah. You gotta have.
I just want to know how she blew. I'm assuming blew the $400. What did she do to just throw that away? Because no one went to the game, so you didn't pay for that.
Hey.
What did you use the $400 for?
Strip clubs. That is the strip club capital, ain't it?
It is. Why are you?
Well, even you get caught up in the moment. I don't know.
Never.
You get caught. You just get caught up in the thrill of life.
I've never got caught up.
You expecting your unemployment to kick in? Like I got it.
I've never
counting money you don't have.
I've never got caught up.
I'm gonna live because I'm gonna be good.
People have tried to get me caught up in the moment.
Uncle Sam got me.
It's so funny. So she took $400 there. I remember times like we used to go to Bloomington.
That's why I was
a lot.
Yeah.
There's more than one occasion I went down there when I probably shouldn't have. Meaning, I might not have had the funds like that. But I was, hey man, I'm gonna make this stretch or whatever I'm gonna do. What I do. Wells tequila. Send it. Yeah. Straight Wells drinks the whole weekend.
Karkov.
No, not that low.
You say you've been there. Don't do that. No.
But I'm gonna make it stretch. And like you said, I'm gonna always make it back. I don't care if I gotta hitchhike it, like just something. To get completely stuck in Atlanta, I don't know, man. I just feel like you got to be a bad person. Like, I'm just being real.
Just nobody wants. You know, we can just leave her.
No one wants to interact with you.
You're good. You know.
And anyway, no one is going to take sympathy on you. You have to be like a horrible person. I'm pretty sure your character sucks.
I think that's safe to say at this point. If people are willing to strand you,
maybe that's harsh.
She said what?
Maybe that's harsh.
No, it's a fair assessment.
But hey, man, everyone's literally social distancing, right?
Yeah.
Fucking marooned in Atlanta. But one thing I was thinking of when you just talking about that, so my head immediately went to the COVID thing, how we were kind of talking about it last week, and there being just such a large gathering of people. From everything I've heard, it was deep as shit in Atlanta.
Atlanta's never closed.
Just normal All-Star weekend. My first instinct was just like, people are going to be worried about COVID. Obviously not. It just made me think, have you ever gone somewhere sketchy in your life where you knew, like, I probably shouldn't go here, but I'm going to go anyways?
Plenty of times.
Plenty of times. Like where?
The harem. If you know, you know. I walked right in. No, walk right back out. Yeah.
The harem. That's the one strip club I've ever been to in my life.
Oh my gosh.
That's probably the reason I've never been back to any other strip club in my life.
My gosh. That did it for me.
Yeah,
That did it for me.
Where was it you said you saw like some pregnant strippers? Or was that not you? Was that somebody
That
else?
was definitely not me.
It wasn't you?
No.
I feel like someone told me they saw some pregnant strippers. Which I don't know.
I'm not
how that
judging
works.
either way.
I'm judging. That's a bit much, man. Like,
Is it?
To be a pregnant stripper, what are you doing? Like, I'm not talking about like
You're trying to make a
couple
way. You're trying to
weeks.
provide. What are you talking about?
There's 1,000 other ways. Who's going to actually tip you as a pregnant? Like, who is going to?
Somebody.
Can I get pregnant?
That may be somebody's
I'll
thing.
try.
You know, somebody might be into that.
Yeah.
I'm no one to judge either way. Who are you to knock anybody that's simply trying to provide and make a way?
I'm not knocking them.
You clearly are.
No, I'm not.
You clearly are.
Say some OC shit.
Say it. No,
nah.
say it. No, say it. Say it.
Nah, that might give me cancer. Stop calling me.
Maybe.
I'm bad. No, not professional. Yeah. I think that's just weird. Pregnant stripper? What are you? That's traumatizing your kid. What?
Me personally, things are what they are. You gotta do what you gotta do.
I get it.
Dominique is not going to judge or speak down.
There's 1,000
or
other
question.
things you can do.
Maybe that's just the means for that moment.
I'm not knocking strippers. But I'm
You
knocking like
kind of are.
No, if you're pregnant and stripping, like what the?
She's not handicapped.
What?
She's not handicapped. If that's what she chooses to do.
What
She
did
can
you
do it.
Wait, what did
You
that?
making it seem like
Where
just
did
because
that
she's
come
pregnant.
into?
Because she's pregnant just because what are you getting at? Like,
I'm talking like
if that's what she's choosing to do,
I'm
then
talking,
let
but
her
I'm
do it.
also I should clarify. I'm talking like 8 months, full belly pregnant. Who's
Gotta make a way.
and also at that point I feel like that's dangerous. You know, I don't know how we even got to this point, but what if you slip and fall on something?
I'm pretty sure if it was that to that point, she's not going to put herself in any danger. I would hope.
All right,
I'm just saying, I'm not going to judge.
All right, I won't judge.
Clearly are, but you know.
Yeah, I'm just joking, man. Okay, that's interesting. Me personally, I've had 1 or 2 encounters like that. I remember one time I was going to hang out with a young lady in my early years. She invited me to what had to be a haunted house. I pull up, and I'm just like, this place has to be haunted. There's at least 10 murders that's taking place here. I should not go inside.
Wait, it was like a real haunted house, or like one of them
this
like
house has to be haunted.
like festive, like.
No, this has to be a haunted, abandoned house.
Oh, so yeah, okay.
And I immediately proceed straight in, knowing I'll probably die.
You've never seen that one scary movie, in your life, but go ahead. Go ahead.
But no, everything worked out. So it was,
Oh, that's it.
that was it.
Okay.
Oh, you thought it was the whole story?
I thought it was the whole story.
No, I just went to that haunted ass house and I went in.
So what y'all do? Y'all just.
Kicked it, watched a scary movie.
So come on, what the? Tell me.
What?
You went to an abandoned building? You said,
No, it wasn't. It was an abandoned house.
and you watched the movie. I don't know where you going right now.
What?
I'm following. Go ahead.
What kind of? Why did you ask? What type of? What?
Because it's all over the place. I don't know what you're talking. You said you went to an abandoned house with some
Yeah.
random chick and watched the movie.
It wasn't literally an abandoned house. It just looked that way. It was just run down. Pretty sure she was a squatter. I don't know.
Then that's what I want to get. Like, was
Okay,
it her
yeah.
place? Like, or what? Like,
I really don't know.
Okay.
But the movie was good.
Okay, I'm not gonna question that either. You know,
We watched The Conjuring.
The Conjuring. That is good. I'm not gonna watch it at Squatter's house, but you know, whatever.
It added to the effect.
But anyway, it's a good time of the year.
Is it?
It's tax time.
Pretty sure I owe.
You owe?
I don't know how. Like I was doing my taxes the other day. Maybe it's because I'm doing them. But I was
I never heard anybody doing their own taxes.
Really?
And owing something.
Bro, I don't know. Unless I just typed in something wrong, because the whole time I'm like, oh, I'm getting back X amount. I'm geeked. And then right when I get to the final step, it just flips. Like, it becomes a negative number. I was like, what?
I just know you better pay that.
So
All right. Wesley Snipes. Your podcast of one.
Bro, I'm not. I think I did it wrong, so I'm about to go back and like try and reset.
Who are you doing it to?
TurboTax. Is that what
Hey, whatever works for you, brother.
you want to do TurboTax?
I mean, I did, but I never like owed.
I think I just typed something in wrong. I don't know what
I don't know how you could. It literally guides you step by step.
But I was also doing it fast, like just trying to get done quick. So I think that's just why.
I wouldn't recommend that either.
Bro, I hate doing that shit. I'm like, why is this even why do I have to do this? You already take the money out of my checks every week. What is the purpose of doing taxes? Like, I really don't know. Explain.
I don't know either.
So what? Like, why is this a thing?
I don't know. I just know I got a kid now, so I'm getting something back.
I know that, but just even that. Why they know you have a kid? Why don't they just send that to you? Why do you have to do all this? What's all the jumping through hoops for?
I don't know. The IRS is so fickle.
It's the year 2021. Like, what this should be all taken care of automatically.
Don't worry like that, brother.
It's ridiculous.
Don't worry like that.
Makes no sense.
But kind of off that point, I'm talking about Owen. Has there ever been a point in time where either you finessed a shorty out there, tax refund, or out the kindness of their heart, they just splurged it all on you?
The whole thing?
Not the whole thing, but a decent amount.
Yeah.
Really?
I got some shoes before.
Is that it?
A couple outfits.
Was it older lady?
What?
Was it older lady?
I mean, maybe by a year. I don't know.
I think that sounds like an old lady.
This sounds like something you've done. Has this happened to you? Never? Are you being serious? Or are you like...
I gave it back.
What was it?
I'm going to get into that, but I gave it back.
What, how you not going to get the pocket? What happened?
No, it was, let's say, she got a decent amount back.
What was it?
I'm not into like the whole designer thing.
Mm-hmm.
And this was like when it's that couple year span when people like wear like the Gucci and Louis belts and like wear like the super small shirts.
That shit's so whack.
It was like during that time. So like them type of belts was in. Mm-hmm. And when I say like the Ferragamos, the Gucci joint,
Yeah.
just to my surprise, I didn't even think it was like that.
Yeah.
She go, hey, I got you or something. I'm thinking it's like, you said just known pair of shoes and whatnot. Never was. I think it was some Gucci cologne. Then she got me, like I said, the Ferragamo and the Louis joint, plus like the wallet, like the match.
Wait, so she got you 2 designer belts and a designer wallet?
But like I said, I never knew it was like that type of.
Or at what age is this happening?
Again, it was around I was 23, so that puts me at around that time. Trying to do the math.
I have no clue.
Just know you never will.
So you gave it back?
I gave it back. I couldn't do it. Because like, at that point, she had other responsibilities that, let's just say, that deserve more attention than me. So my conscience didn't sit well with it. Plus, when have you ever seen me like wear that type of stuff, ever?
I would have sold all that shit so fast.
But again, I'm not a dirtbag either.
I didn't say I was a dirt. I'm just saying.
That's some dirtbag stuff, though.
How is that dirtbag? She gave it to you.
You can't. How you gonna resell a gift right after you get it?
I didn't say right after. Like wait a week and just didn't sell it.
You scumbag.
But I mean, she gave it. It was a gift though.
Right.
I would have kept all that shit
and sold it.
You know how much people would pay for that? How much people want to pay to look rich?
That is valid. That is valid.
People are willing to pay like an arm. Like I just sold some shoes.
I saw the amount what you sold them for.
What? Not the, I showed another pair, but those two. Yeah,
shit.
people were willing to pay like stupid ass amounts of money to appear rich.
I don't understand that.
It's the funniest thing.
And like to appease who, especially here.
I have no clue. The ones I just sold, not the ones you saw. I sold more than those. But bro, it's crazy.
Is that why you're really getting like the release is the one that just the film? You never know
Not even like it's. I don't even know. At this point, I really feel like it's just more than anything the thrill of like, oh shit, I actually got them.
I feel that.
And then I just sit them in the closet and look at them for 2 months and never wear them. Yeah, like I don't know. I mean, everybody went through their phase where they just, bought unnecessary ass clothes and shoes or whatever. But being on the other side of it, you just maybe it's just because I'm 26 now, but you just see how unimportant that shit is, how much of a waste of money it is. Like, it's crazy.
Which is why at that time I was just like, you know what, I'm cool. Initially, I ain't gonna hold you. I did take it at first.
I would have flipped all. You can't tell me you didn't try none of that shit on. You didn't try the belt on.
I did. I did. I kept the cologne though. I still got it. I ain't gonna hold you. I kept that.
Yeah.
Cause I know it was like the real like type of Gucci cologne. One like the normal like Gucci Guilty. I think that's what it is. But
Gucci Guilty is normal.
I don't.
Good smelling cologne.
But this was like a different scent and different type of bottle I never seen before. So I'm like, oh, like this one, I kept that. But everything else, I ain't gonna lie. I tried everything else. It was dope. I just don't know where I was gonna wear that too. You know what I mean?
Both belts on. That would be some shit. If somebody wear 2 belts, I ain't gonna lie. I'd like rock that. Just 2 belts.
I went on my shoulder like
Straight up.
dead ass. But nah, I couldn't.
New trend. I would have sold all that shit so fast.
Bro, I couldn't bring
That
myself.
was probably
honestly,
$1,000 worth of stuff.
Honestly, I thought about it. I really did. And I really did. And I was like, you know what? She probably gave it to somebody else. I go. She probably did.
Yeah.
For good for whoever got it. But I didn't know.
What was the ethnicity of this girl?
She was mixed.
I thought for sure you were about to say white.
No.
I don't say that's damn near racist.
I mean, she's partly.
What?
She was partly.
I thought you meant like full.
Nah.
Okay, cool.
No.
But I still would have kept it.
I see the wheels still turning, like you trying to.
No, I'm just curious. I just find it hard to believe.
It crossed my mind, but I couldn't do it.
That's cool. That's honorable, you know. That's what's up. But that's like it's an easy stack, like about $1,000.
Easy.
Ferragamo and a Gucci belt. Damn, what were you saying? Like she had to think you were that type of dude. You was acting different. For her to think you were that type of guy.
I think at any point you gotta put a little pizzazz, in that. you gotta spice it up a bit, you know. I mean, you got to, but at the same time, wouldn't have you ever personally seen me wear any of that type of stuff?
No, I don't see you as that type of dude at all.
Exactly.
That's funny.
I thought she would think that, but even like in the course of the conversation, no. But still, I don't know if she thought that was just like something like, yo, like he's still gonna rock with, like regardless. But
yeah.
I don't never waste your money. And like I said, she probably gave it to somebody else.
That's wild. I respect it though.
Got to.
I respect you for that. I'm gonna lie. I disagree with it, but I respect you for it.
I'm an honorable dude.
Have you ever bought something for a girl and she gave it back to you?
Actually, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I was not expecting it. What?
She ended up. Well, does it count if like if they take it back?
Oh, she took it back and got the money?
No, like it was a course where I got it or something. Kind of fell out.
Yeah.
She gave it.
Oh,
she
after
gave it
y'all
back.
fell out?
After we fell out, she gave it to. I gave it back. Wow. But then, like, we got back right then. Like, yeah. Here you go.
You re-gifted it to her again.
Here you go.
That's wild. That's crazy. I couldn't imagine if I break up with somebody and you gave me something. You're not seeing that.
She was pissed off.
That belonged to the streets.
She was pissed off.
That you like took it back. Oh, you told her to give it back to you.
Huh? Well, in the
you told her like give me this
in the
back.
course of her being pissed off, I'm like, I'm gonna need that.
Asshole, bro. Give me this back.
I didn't do anything. So like at that point, I was like, yo, are you spazzing out? Like,
Give me
yo.
my shit, bro.
She had the books at me, so I'm like, you know what? That's the only card I could have played. Was like, you know what? All right, I see where this is going. Just give my shit back. So, But it worked out, so she got
I'm
it
not
back.
a dirt bag.
That's not being a dirtbag, though. That's not me. We are clearly at odds.
Yeah.
You know? And
But the
got
gift
to
was-
a point where, okay, if we're about to split, then okay, I'm going to need that.
But you gifted that before the at odds became at odds.
So, anything, at that point, anything is game.
I'm not a dirt bag.
I'm not. That's too, you can't compare the situations and call me a dirtbag for
I
that.
I didn't call you anything. I'm
But
just
you were
going
trying
based
to
off what you
resell
did.
something.
I ain't, what?
You're trying to resell a gift right after they get a
I'm
week
putting money
after.
back into the economy.
So everybody wins?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's going to come back to her full circle.
That's one way to think about it. But no, that's one time where that happened. That happened to you.
Honestly, this is kind of embarrassing to say, man. I've never had a girlfriend until like the past 2 years, so I've just been single. So no, I've never bought a girl a single thing in my life until the past 2 years. And to my dismay, she hasn't given anything back. I wish you would. You ever notice like the type of shit girls ask for is just so, how do I put it? Like, it's just usually completely unreasonable as compared to like what you would ask a girl for if you ask for anything at all.
Yeah.
Like, hey Don, what do you want for your birthday? Like, nothing. Come on, I know you want something. I don't want anything. Like, just tell me what you want. All right, give me some gum. What do you want for your birthday? Can you get me a designer bag or some OC shit like that? Like, but all you got me was gum. So, like,
That's how they operate.
that's insane, man.
And if you can't get it, you're broke. That's how they operate. Nah. No. But I don't understand that. I really don't. It's a weird game they play. I always just, when I'm confronted with that, I always just like, all right, cool. But I don't get it. Right?
Also, when it comes to
Let
that,
some time pass when they think that you forgot about it, and a couple dollars get knocked off that price, then you just pop up and go, hey, there you go.
well, I was thinking about you. So.
Just a little something. Just a little something.
Girls are so ungrateful too. Well, I don't even talk about girls. I'm talking about the one I know. I remember I got her a bag for, I think it was Christmas. I think it was Christmas our first year dating. Then the next Christmas turned around and got her like a better one. Literally that week, she's already asking, like, like what about I think she said like a Louis Vuitton or something like that. I'm like,
That's steep.
that's steep. And I'm like, we only 2 years in. Look at you. Like, we're gonna gradually build up, but like you gotta build up.
So you say you got to start at the MKs.
Oh yeah, of course. Shit, MK. I'm talking about the Target. Nah, I just kidding.
You gonna do that?
No, I wouldn't do it. Target. That's bad.
You gonna do that?
But no, it's just. I mean, you just gotta be realistic. One, I'm not gonna ask for anything in general, unless you keep asking me like what I want. Like then I'm gonna give you like 3. Oh, I don't want nothing. I'm gonna give you like 3 of those. On the 4th one, like, all right, give me the Xbox.
You asked.
Yeah,
So,
like, don't keep asking unless you're really trying to get it. But nah, they're just so, that can just be so unrealistic with what they want at times. But it's funny. And then it's like, it's not even for them, it's just to show off to other people, which I don't know why that's a thing with girls.
I don't
Why
understand it
it's
either.
such a competition, like, for what?
I don't know.
Like, one thing I find really funny when girls is going like right along with the whole bag thing. I see all the, like, how often do you see a girl, they'll get like a Louis bag or something like that, right? And they'll just like immediately post it. And like every time they post a picture, the bag is the focal point.
Right.
It's always a different picture, but the bag is always
It's
the focal
always,
point.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
oh, look at me, look at the Louis bag. But for most girls, if you pay attention, and I only know this from looking at bags for Shorty, most girls who have those and they don't really have money like that, it's almost always a tote. And if you know like anything about the bags, the tote is like you just got into that like threshold, like you're barely in there.
You got a toe in the water.
Yeah, you got a toe in the water, a pinky toe at that. But it's always showing off, trying to floss with it. I'm like, I'm wise to you, but I'm gonna let you live. I just find that so funny.
And you just gotta let them have that. Because the
It's
more you
the
rack your brain
funniest
trying to
shit.
figure it out, just
It is the funniest shit, man.
I don't. And that's why I'm like I struggle like like with gifts now because like you just see that and so like you may thinking like okay, yeah she said she wanted this, but suppose you want to get her something else or whatever the case may be, you always got that in the back of your head like, all right, so what are her friends gonna say about this if I get this, and if her friends disapprove then that's gonna look bad on me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's that whole aspect of you gotta maneuver through that. Like it's just so hard and exhausting to think about sometimes.
Yeah, facts. Guys don't like that. Are guys like
I don't think so.
competitive? I don't see it.
I think in low key ways, like sort of way.
Like what?
I just think there is that just unspoken like competition, like just observing how people moving and where they at and how far along like they're progressing relative to how they're progressing themselves.
I mean, stuff like that is.
It's just
I
human.
think that makes sense.
But I think if there's anything that men would like really be on, I think it's that.
I mean, I think that makes sense more than a fucking purse. Like, who cares?
But we can't say that because we're not female, so we can't say it. I mean, what matters to them matters to them.
Yeah.
What matters to us matters to us.
Why do you even need a purse? That's
Probably,
the thing I don't understand. It's just like an extra piece of. We just carry it around. Like, you know how I feel like if you carry a purse, you're asking. I ain't gonna say it.
No, just say
you're asking to get robbed. Like, just you have that out there. Like, come get it.
And it'd be dirty inside of it. That's
Exactly.
what
That's what I'm saying. Like, just you don't do anything. With it. There's a big waste. It's just a big portable garbage can. Like, you just throw shit in it.
Literally.
That you don't use.
Really what it
old
is.
candy, fucking used tissues, other stuff like that. Everything you carry in the purse, you can literally just keep in your pockets.
Getting fed up.
I'm like,
Fed up.
I'm about to. And the thing with my girl is, so I give her the nice bag for Christmas. You don't even use it like that. It's in the closet. I'm about to start wearing it. What's your deal? I don't know.
Go on. What else?
No,
what
that's
else?
all I had.
What else got you from? Go ahead. I got your back up.
No, I didn't expect the gunshot.
No,
But I just find it. It's just. I don't know. It's just unnecessary.
I thought it was something else because you seem
No. I just strictly that bag shit just really makes me mad because it's so like.
I feel like whenever we talk about women, like you get like this look in your eyes where you just go off on this tangent.
I mean, women do weird stuff, but like I just. I don't know.
Elaborate.
Nah, let's move on to the next time.
Yeah,
Trying to get me canceled.
Yeah, you're right. But
Stop it.
so what?
What was our next topic?
I don't know if it's a topic, but it made a lot of news. The whole Meghan Markle, is that her name?
I don't know. I know who that is, but like, I don't know the ins and outs of what that situation was. Pretty much, she like wasn't allowed to sit down in the palace or something. What?
It's Prince Harry, right?
I think so, or Henry, one of those.
I think it's Harry. She's like, yeah, she's mixed, obviously, and it's that whole thing where she's not really welcome into like the royal family, and obviously the royal family is pretty racist. I mean, look,
Yeah.
come on now, like,
Are they?
look, from the royal family of the United Kingdom, which is basically where the United States is basically we get all the racism from. Like, come on now, just going back hundreds of years, like it's not surprising. Like, it's in their bloodline.
Good point.
You know, so when all this happened, like, she did the interview with Oprah. It was the whole thing where she was saying how they were concerned about how dark the baby would be and all this other like outrageous racist stuff, and just basically all that ridicule she had to go through with her family, well, their Prince Harry's family, and how like they just basically like just shunned her and him and stuff like that. Whatever, people making a huge deal out of it and acting super surprised about everything that went down and whatnot. But I'm like, again, this is what you expect.
Yeah.
I mean, racism just doesn't happen here. It's deeply rooted everywhere. So it's just one of those things where it's just like, why are we just focusing on this particular family? Because I'm pretty sure millions of other people are going through this.
Yeah, straight up.
The same exact scenario.
I mean, if you ask me, I'm just like, suck it up. Nobody likes their in-laws. No, I'm just kidding. That's no. Obviously, this is like an extreme case, but honestly, like, yeah, you know what you signed up for. Like you said, you know what they have a history of. It's not surprising to see that they do have these beliefs. Not even just being racist, but they're royalty. They look down on probably everybody. So, I mean, you can't really be too surprised by that. But you chose to marry into that. But they left the royal family. They don't hold titles and stuff like that anymore, from what I believe.
I believe that is true. And I guess you know how it normally goes. The queen, then the next in line after that would be like the firstborn or the next son or whatever. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But basically, it's like Prince William or Henry, whatever his name is. Was one of the princes. His kids. Yeah. Then it's Harry. Like he's like the very last. Like
low prince.
If God forbid something happened to everybody else, you're the last resort.
He's Jon Snow.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
So it's like they basically put him like under the basement of everything. Like he's shunned. But that's still on his part. You know what I mean? I mean, even though he's still rich beyond what makes any sense in the world, but still like he's just like.
I feel like I would want to be that if I wasn't like the top tier motherfucker. Like I'd want to be like the.
But what could you actually? I mean, yeah, it's just a title at the end of the day because it's not like they're making like any of the decisions and whatnot in the country itself. Like it's just really just a title. So like,
no, exactly. So like, if I wasn't the top tier, like the king,
I'm good.
I'd want to be like just the bottom person. I don't want to be anybody in the middle with eyes on me. I want to be the least worried about person, but still have all the clout and got the money. I don't want you to be worried about me. Yeah, I'm ducked off.
I feel that. That's like, the way to be.
Like that's how I want to be personally. But I don't know, man. You're just gonna have to decide if you want to deal with that. Like,
I mean, at the end of the day, if y'all truly like a union, then just do your own thing. I don't know. Like, I don't get all like the media attention like this is getting at all, and it's simply because of the family. And that's really what it is, which is like the annoying part because like I said, it's real life for millions of other people, not just them. Mm-hmm. But yet, the attention is more so not the issue itself, but just who's involved.
Yeah, right. I mean, at the core of it, it's also like some real shit, man. Because sometimes not everyone's obviously royalty, but sometimes in relationships or whatever, one side might have to distance themselves from the family, like. It's a toxic situation. Like you might just have to love people from afar. There's nothing wrong with that.
But that's not like I said. That's not what's being like talked about. Mm-hmm. You know, and it's really like everything's about respect for the throne and respect for like the royal family. Where really, like I said, it's the family this, the family that, family this, the family that, and like I said, they're ignoring like multiple issues, like real issues with the situation,
right?
Like the race issue, like you said, the real life issue that comes with like just it. People not approving and in-law issues and like that's every day people are going through that and that's not like that in itself is not really being spoken on. But like again, it's not affecting me. I don't care about it.
Yeah, I don't really care. It's hard. This is kind of.
I can empathize with them and put myself. If I were to put myself in their shoes, I could be like, all right, like okay. So I'm not gonna say like I don't care and completely not acknowledge that it's wrong. But at the end of the day, I don't get how. Why it's like so mainstream, like important, like as or hysteria as everybody made it out to be. Again, it's not surprising.
Yeah,
everything in there.
I don't get it. It's not. One, it's not interesting to me personally, and just like I said, I really don't give a shit either. Question though, I heard some people talking about this week. Just talking about money, because obviously the royal family has a lot of money and stuff going on. Do you think money can buy happiness? I was listening to a group of older guys. They're all like 60 plus, and they are all adamant. Especially the oldest guy. He was like 74. He was super adamant that money cannot buy happiness.
Cannot buy happiness, but it can make life a lot easier.
Yeah.
And with that, obviously comes happiness in some capacity. But is it the end all be all? Mm-hmm. No, because like I used to see it. Some of the most famous people are just going through it. Mm-hmm. I mean, I always, when this comes up, think about Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Got the money. You think he has this, that, and the third, but obviously wasn't the happiest.
It's crazy you bring that up. I was watching this Doubtfire like 2 nights ago.
Exactly why I was watching it too, Keaton. And I was watching it, and that's like the prime example of that, I think.
Yeah. But that's also one situation. R.I.P. to Robin Williams. Everybody loves Robin Williams. But because I'm like, if you're coming from a person who doesn't have a lot of money, like let's say somebody who's really living in poverty, and they overnight get $1 million, $10 million, we'll say, I feel like that person's gonna be pretty happy.
Yeah.
I don't get the more money, more problems thing. Like what problems really come along with that? Like what real problems come along with like getting money?
Keeping it.
Is it that hard to keep money?
You see people,
you
see
it.
people have it and lose it
But
every day.
That's just like doing dumb shit. Like
And what comes with that mindset, there's people like that know you got X, Y, and Z. Okay,
that ain't nothing. I
understand that. I understand. That's one of the things when you say more money, more problems. That's one of the problems. And like you said, it's one of the things that what comes with money, you never know.
Yeah. You know how many times I've thought about like if I were to win the lottery or something overnight,
and it's so easy. I know what you're going with. Just to say I would do this, that, and the third. I mean, just think. I mean, it's probably been times where you were probably just like, I got this. Let me just do that. Mm-hmm. So just imagine if he had, I got this in abundance. Mm-hmm. It's.
I can't wait to tell some motherfuckers no. Straight up. No. Just easy. I just don't, man.
So you believe money can buy you happiness?
Oh yeah, bro.
And you could just live life every day and just be like, this is everything that I ever wanted and ever needed. Like you can do it.
Like the shit. If I came upon $1 million, so many of the problems I have right now, which I don't. Thank God I don't have a lot of problems. Really any to be real. Does anybody have? I mean, there are people who have real problems going on in their life. You know what I'm saying? But like me personally, looking at myself, like there's nothing I can, knock on wood, there's nothing that's real. Like I'm like, oh, this is an actual problem in life. There's obstacles. I'll say that there's obstacles. It's like shit I'm working around, but like nothing that's like a real. I don't know if I'm gonna get through this type of thing. I don't know if I can escape this type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't experience any of that personally. But $1 million would definitely help me smooth out a lot of those.
Oh yeah. But like you said, I think that $1 million is gonna go quick because it's depending on how you get it. Half of it's going off the bat.
Well,
so it's just that's another thing. You just got to think long term with it. And
I also just said $1 million just to keep it low. I was thinking more like 100 million.
Oh, that's obviously different. Yeah, you good. Your kid's gonna be good. So it's just like.
But the blowing money thing, I see how it can happen, but at this point, when like you've seen so many people just blow money from athletes, just business people. If you do it at this point, I'm like, man, you did that to yourself. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's just what it is in life. For the most part in life, for me personally, I'd say 90% of problems I've ever had were self-inflicted. A cause of my own actions. Yeah. Like, honestly. Yeah. But I think $2 million would help with that.
I mean, because like you said, you see it so many times and you continue to see it. People have it and lose it. Mm-hmm. But that tells me just like, okay, like, it's easy to say like they're living beyond their means, but like, how? Because it's not just like people have like a couple million. We're talking about people who have like careers and like just end up broke and have nothing to their name at the end of the day. So it's just like, you just don't know what life. It's easy to say like, that would never happen to me. But life has always shown that never say never.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so that's why I'm like, I can't say that money could buy happiness because you don't know what life has in store for you.
That's true.
You may have the money. Mm-hmm. It's great until life happens. Yeah. Then what?
That's true.
And that's something you could never like prepare for. Even with all the money in the world. Amazon stock is just plummet right now. Even though he may be good. But you don't know.
Oh, he's gonna be good.
Lady might divorce him, take half. He may start drinking. About billions of dollars of alcohol. He just I don't know.
Bro, he's gonna be good.
He's gonna be good. I'm just saying, you just never know on the day to day though.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm still not sold. But
I tried.
I
tried. I saw the wheels turning. I almost had you.
I get what you're saying.
I almost had you.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But man, it's just.
What would you do?
What would you?
Your game plan. Say you get $15-20 million today. What would you?
Has taxes been taken out?
No, after taxes.
Okay. Oh, this is after taxes.
After taxes.
15.
You got liquid $20 million.
Liquid 20 million. Half of it. I don't say half. A large percentage of it. I'll say a decent percentage of it. I'm definitely going to invest in something safe.
More than 50?
More than 50? I don't know. We don't got to talk specifics.
Okay. My bad.
A decent portion of it definitely going to be invested in something safe, but with good potential of, like, return investment. You know what I'm saying? Something long term, because you don't need to risk nothing. You got the bread. Probably a smaller portion, maybe use that to start up a business. The rest, just tucking it away. I say at least tuck half of it away. Personally, that's what I'd probably do. But
I know contact.
But yeah, man, I just really, I don't know. It's just like, I just really think it's a lot of it. I'll say would just be living above your means, man. Is where people run into trouble.
Yeah, and like you said, not having like a plan.
Yeah, and just not having a plan, man. Because if you, and I kind of just said it, man. If you have millions, like real money like that, and you just go flat broke, you had some part to play in that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Whether you just negligent to what was going on, like your business plans or your business or whatever, or you, like I said, just living above your means, or just loaning people money and shit like that, because that could be, that's also could fall into living above your means. But man, you played a part in that, a pivotal part, because at the end of the day, is your money,
your decision making,
Yeah,
that's valid. That is valid.
And to go along with that, we were just saying, you got to be able to tell people no. It may be hard. Like, I get what you're saying. It might be hard, but you got to know.
Yeah, you right.
For real.
You right.
No, I can't loan you $50 million. Like, you just got to tell people no, man. Like, it's great. But I can also only imagine what that is like, especially if people know you come up on something like that.
Yeah.
Like the type of people approaching you asking for stuff. I can only imagine.
You moving out, Fort Wayne?
What?
If you were that, like, you ever thought, like, I get this money, I'm moving here. Like, moving out of Indiana, like, what?
I'd definitely buy a home here, have a nice crib here, and travel all over. I don't know if I'd absolutely move out of here. It just depends on how much money I can afford.
Because I always say, like, as far as, like, cost of living and stuff like that, and that type of, if you say you had that type of money in the house that you could get here.
I can get a palace, bro. Crazy. Well, so I wouldn't be bad to be here.
You say here, then you could travel the world and go wherever you want to go at that time.
I'd definitely have a crib here. I'd probably buy like a vacation home in Cali, Texas, and Florida. But or a little condo or something. Not crazy.
Airbnbs everywhere.
Yeah, for real.
That's business.
Oh, great business. Hell yeah. Live in it part time, rent out the other part. Oh yeah.
But no, it's interesting to think about, man. But
yeah, man.
Wishful thinking. But here we are. Hopefully, this pod ticket's there. Probably not.
Hey man, don't speak that negativity, man.
My bad.
It's gonna take us places. Don't be speaking negative. I don't like. That's another thing, bro. I don't like negativity.
My bad, brother.
You know, I'm gonna be dealing with that, man. I can't stand negativity.
You know what I think that's worth?
What? Negativity. I saw somebody, I don't know if it was a tweet, Instagram post or what. They posted it right when I was about to post it. They were just like, negativity is a virus. I was gonna say disease.
My bad.
But
either virus can't turn into a disease though. So
okay, I didn't pay that much attention. Class. But yeah, man, I can't stand that shit.
My bad. I take that back. It's gonna take us there.
Exactly. You gotta speak. You gotta think it.
Put it up there.
You gotta put it up there, bro. Let the universe take. You gotta.
My bad, brother. All right.
Man, I'm just saying. Speaking of, we're talking about the tax and stuff like that. The Stimmies coming out, man.
I'm not touching it.
Not touching it.
Just in case they want to take it back.
You've been saying this since the beginning.
It's true.
You think they're gonna take it back? It's our from what I've been told. It's like they're not giving this, like, it's not a gift. It's like, this is your money.
I don't know. They say that. Government said a lot of things.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm going. I'll probably get a new chain. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I want to know what you got.
I might get a Ferragamo and Gucci belt. A little wallet.
You
bro.
probably,
Never
you
know.
probably could.
I might go get some
Probably
cologne
could.
too. Gucci guilty, not the good stuff you got. But I'm
Hey.
Gucci guilty.
She showed out,
That's crazy.
but somebody else wearing it probably. The whole set.
What do you think about the minimum wage thing? The $15 minimum wage.
I'm for it. I mean, obviously, I'm not like a small business owner who have to pay that wage and how that would affect that. But for the minimum wage to be what, $7.25? To me, that's just like even worse of an issue. How you even feel like
That's
paying people pay like literally, like this person is living check to check and they pay whatever the household situation is. I just feel like that's like you can't live on that at all.
Yeah. And
It's sustainable.
If you can't live off of that, like you're living in a shithole.
Honestly,
I can't imagine where.
no, but it's just like it's so hard to like even fathom like this is what I have to make stretch and have to make do with. And suppose I got a household to provide for. How many of these 725 jobs I got to work just to stay afloat? And so they say like obviously the basic arguments like with everything, okay, it's just gonna be more expensive, and people are saying it's not. It's gonna, I don't know, but I just think at the end of the day, not to get too much into it, I just think it's a good thing if they were able to do it, because like they say, America is a place of dreams and where you could, provide and do this, that, and the third. I never have really truly like embodied that. I feel like this is one of the things that you could say like, all right, shit, you gotta at least have a decent living, all across the board. But I'm all for it. And if anybody opposes, I'm interested in hearing their side. I'm sure there's some really valid points out there as to why not. But just me personally, I'm all for it.
I agree with everything you said. The main two arguments I've heard against it, and I can see both of them, is one, if you take the guy that's making $7.25 an hour, which after taxes is like insane. Like I do that lately. I've been doing that a lot. Like I look at what I make and then take the taxes out of it and recalculate it what I'm actually making. I'm like, man, damn, this ain't shit.
Yeah.
But so it's $7.25, like Jesus. But yeah, one, if you take the guy that's making $7.25 an hour, bump him up to pretty much more than double his pay. What do you do with the guy that's already making $15 an hour? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you just raise everybody's pay, and then are we then back in the same boat? Because, like you said, everything based off what I was taught economics class back in 12th grade.
It's a cost. Yeah, cost.
If the minimum wage goes up, everything goes up.
Yeah.
So, does everything didn't double? I don't know, like how that really works.
And and from my understanding, what they say, like it just won't. Once he signs it, it's not going to automatically be like 15. Everybody's getting $15 an hour. Like a couple years will go by, then it'll go up to 10. A couple years will go by, it'll go up to 12. A couple years go by, it'll go up to like 13 something. Then eventually it'll be like 15. So I guess everything would adjust as the wages go up.
Yeah,
it's not immediately okay. Everybody's making $15 an hour now.
Okay.
So that may have something to do. I'm not an econ guy.
Yeah. Okay, I think that would make it more digestible if like that was more public, because I have heard that, but only like one other place. Right. I haven't been keeping up with things like that, but I've only heard like one other person really say that out loud. Like, no, it's not going to happen automatically. It's going to be gradual over time. And then the other argument I've heard is that this, like, Amazon is capable of doing that, like paying $15 an hour. Or Walmart. What's another big chain store?
I don't know.
Myers.
Are they?
Myers.
Kohl's is pretty.
Well, let's just stick with Walmart and Amazon. Like they can afford to do that. You know what I'm saying? But in the meantime, like you said, like you got smaller mom and pop shops. Like just think about how many places closed around here due to COVID and shit. So asking them to immediately raise their stuff up to $15 an hour, which is not going to happen immediately, but I feel like that spells doom for a lot of those stores, which then clears out hella competition for Walmart, Amazon, and then shit, what happens then?
Yeah, that's a valid point.
I'm a monopoly.
Honestly,
yeah.
To that point, a local lady here, what's that pizza place down there?
Mancino's.
Yes.
Never had it.
But she was just saying, she was on the news, like Sebastian. She goes, I don't get how they think this is a smart idea because I'm going to be put right out of business. Like, I make good stuff here. I make good pizza and grinders here. But everybody here is going to be stuck with Pizza Hut and Taco Bell because I can't afford to pay my people $15 an hour. And so, like,
Taco Bell.
so, valid point. And she said a whole bunch of other stuff. And I'm just like, again, I'm not a small business owner. So I obviously can't speak on that. So I could, but just hearing her talk, I could see how that could be, like, hard. But at the end of the day, though, you would think you would want more for your staff, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, that's just the humanistic, side of it too. Which you can't, if you're an owner, you can't really be that. You got to be about the bottom line.
Yeah. It's about the bottom line.
That's what she's thinking about. So I feel it.
Yeah. And for what I've heard, because I think I know someone who knows that family personally, they were already struggling like a lot of places just due to COVID. So, yeah, ask them to do that. It's pretty much a wrap. So I don't know, man. I mean, I really do see both sides. I mean, I remember making minimum wage, I think, in high school. This is like my first job ever. I worked at a tuxedo shop. Yeah, I worked at a tuxedo shop. Sharp. But even back then, like, I mean, it was nice to have some money coming in, but I was like, this really isn't shit at all.
Yeah.
And I was 18, so I couldn't imagine being an adult and making that much. But then it also comes, like, I feel like a part of it is you choose where you work for the most part. That's also something I don't hear get thrown around a lot. Like you choose where you work.
Yeah.
And that comes back to like accountability, man. Like I said, me personally, 90% of things I've ever been involved with or had go on in my life, for the most part, like I played a major role in having those things impact me. I get everyone goes through shit. Everyone has stuff happen in their life, but like to take servers, waiters and waitresses. Mm-hmm. I don't understand tipping at all. Like why tipping is a thing.
You talking about don't want to get canceled? You might get canceled.
Because this doesn't make sense to me at all. Okay. Why do you tip the person? I get it. They're waiting. They're literally waiting on you. But at the end of the day, like okay. Let's just go to tipping for a second. If you order lobster and I order a cheeseburger, why should you tip more than me just because you got lobster? The plates are going to weigh the same amount, roughly. They're not breaking the sweat from carrying this to the table. You know what I'm saying? So why should you tip that person more? I don't understand that whatsoever. I don't know who came up with the 20% rule. I don't get it. Don't get me wrong. I'm a great tipper. I always do 20%. I don't know why, but just because that's the quote-unquote standard. But waiters and waitresses get, I think, sometimes like $3 an hour. Like, what?
Yeah.
Why? I mean, I get you the potential to get crazy tips is there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I get that, but I wouldn't feel comfortable.
That's the risky, like.
Yeah, I wouldn't feel comfortable signing up for that. Like, on any given day I can get a big ass tip, but then on any given day I can get.
You talking about days? Tips. They may go with a few shifts with getting no tip.
Yeah. So who knows? Yeah. And then you hear people complain about it, like, oh, like that's messed up to not tip your server. Like maybe it is, maybe, but I didn't tell them to work there. I don't want to sound harsh, but that's like just keeping it real.
Yeah.
Is that not?
That's your side.
That's not. But is that not?
That's your
not,
side. But you don't know.
Is that not? Is that
suppose,
not true? Is that not real?
From your.
Is it not real? Just
suppose that person is okay. I've tried other avenues, but for whatever reason, those other opportunities didn't pan out, and I didn't get that other job. Mm-hmm. This job, okay, they gave me an opportunity. This is what I have to work with until something else happens. Mm-hmm. That may be a situation for that particular server.
Yeah.
So you got to keep that in mind too. Yes, you could say like you could have chosen a different job, but that may be the only job they could get at that time.
I get that.
So you rather have them have no income while they try to find another job that's not a server job?
No, I'm not saying that.
So that you gotta be mindful of that. So you just can't say like
I get that.
But that's one of the arguments that will come. I feel like will be presented to you if you would just say, "Oh, okay, I find another job. Nobody told you to work here. Well, this is the only job I could get, Quan. What do you want me to do? Are you gonna hire me?
What you willing to do?
All right, brother.
No, I get it. Man, I don't know. It sounds messed up. I understand, but
You just gotta be careful when you say like, just find another job.
it's
To
unless
to the felon that has to provide for his son,
you know, I
can't
get
find another job.
I get that. But still, okay, like even
Yeah, now you thinking about how much
No,
an
no.
asshole you are.
no, I'm not an asshole. I'm just saying. Okay, even if that's the thing, okay. All right, I'm about to sound crazy. Let's get off. Nah, man.
No, go ahead, say it.
Yeah, there's nothing. I was just work 2 jobs. I don't fucking know. I'm not saying it's easy. Everyone goes through stuff. I understand, but I don't know. Or make your own way. How about that? I don't know. I'm not Jesus. I don't. Man, leave me alone. But I'm just saying.
Shaquan Scott talking.
Hey man, it is. I'm just talking. I don't got nothing. I also tip very well. I'm just like to put that out there. I always tip.
I went out to dinner with this guy. He doesn't.
Don't gas it. I always.
He's one of those. How much you tipping?
Oh, no. That, if anybody, that is it. That's you.
That is
That's
you.
why you bring that up. If anybody, that's you.
Nah, bro.
But man, I don't know, bro. It just, I don't know. You just gotta get it. That's all I'm trying to say. You just gotta get it. You just gotta go. I just
Some
maybe
people may have a harder or may not have been dealt as good as the hands as others.
You're right. Okay, let me recant my statement.
No,
Not recant. Well, let me reshape what I just said. For the people who are in those situations, the dire, like you said, I just got out of prison. This all I was able to get. For those people, I sympathize with. I get. But for people who are, what I was more so referring to, people who do have the capability of getting a better job or applying themselves to get a higher paying job. That's something, it might be a little harder. It might be something they have to just really just try harder to get. The people who are just comfortable with just getting by, with just being
okay,
here.
Okay.
Those people,
Now,
those people,
okay. There you go.
those type of people, I don't like to hear complaints like that because I just hate excuses. Like, you can do anything for the most part, unless you have those type of situations where, like you said, you just got out of prison or something like. I get that. I'm completely there with you. But for those people who are just cool with just skating by, doing the bare minimum, getting paid for, and then still want to fucking complain, like I don't like that.
Okay.
I don't like those people. I don't like. Like I don't want to hear you talking about that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not an asshole, America.
Yeah, I think your recant was accepted. Okay. That's an interesting topic. It's really interesting to think about. It opens up a whole like can of worms, and you could definitely see both sides to it. Just leave it at that.
I'm a good guy. I just want to say that, man.
You don't tip worth a damn, but whatever.
I tip great. I'm mad you don't do it.
Okay.
But let's end this, man. We've been going a little too long.
All right.
You got anything to say?
Nah, just subscribe.
Subscribe.
It's still, as you can see, Here to Speak Pod, right?
Here to Speak
That's
Pod.
the page. Okay, yeah. Subscribe to that.
Actually, the YouTube page is H2S Pod.
And that's why I asked.
Oh, my bad, bro. Yeah, H2S Pod. Please subscribe, like, and subscribe. Share.
Do all that.
Follow us on Instagram, Here to Speak Pod. Just keep watching. They can't even hear me over this now.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. But yeah, just keep watching. We appreciate all the support. Dom doesn't know what he's doing. We'll see y'all next week. All right, we'll see y'all next week. Peace. Crazy, man.